there on a screen, they say her name now, Kemi Badenoch. Very sweet name. That's correct. They say the woman, right now as we speak, she is the leader of the opposition party, the major opposition party in UK. That means she is now going to become the prime minister. Because after the prime minister, the next person, now the leader of opposition. And now this came in now be the leader of opposition. In that their parliamentarian system of government, practice, they are not doing presidential like us now. Very sweet system of government that works for the people. That is, by the way. They said the woman say she no want identify with Nigeria and Nigerians. That's what the news take go be. Say she say make nobody ever call her British Nigeria or Nigerian British. Say she is a British woman. In fact, say that Kemi where they her name. Say na British name be that too. Say you just get the same spell it with Nigerian name. They say they denigrated Nigeria and Nigerians. Say Nigeria now the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. Say nobody should identify her with a zoo. That where she is where angels reside. That back there in Nigeria, now where demons they. Oh, but this was sweet to me. So that's it now. Raised my curiosity to know about Kemi Badenoch, and I started doing my research, and I came across a video, a very powerful one, and I shook my head. I said, wow, this is how Nigeria, they lose in best brains to the outside world because of what? Bad governance or bad government. I said, make I carry the video now, come play for honor. Forget everything you don't hear about the woman. I don't go play too much video. I will just want to give it a one or two. Forget everything now you don't hear about the woman. Now you now go all our result by yourself. Now you go judge this woman by yourself via the videos where I want to play for you. The video I want to play now, I say you go see where she did have argument in the parliament with the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, Keir Starmer. You will see where both of them are having argument. On what? Victory of Donald Trump. Whether the Prime Minister is ready to invite Donald Trump to the parliament to address members of parliament or not. Because even I say this one self no like Trump. This is their parliament. So Kemi Badenoch took him on that argument. And it was so interesting to watch. I loved her aura. Man, she's just 44 years old. You cannot talk too much. Help me watch this video.
And so I would like to start by congratulating President-elect Trump on his impressive victory this morning. The Prime Minister and the Foreign Secretary met him in September. Did the Foreign Secretary take that opportunity to apologize for making derogatory and scatological references, including, and I quote, Trump is not only a woman-hating, neo-Nazi sympathizing sociopath, he is also a profound threat to the international order. And if he did not apologize, will the Prime Minister do so now on his behalf?
Mr. Speaker, there will be many issues on which the Leader of the Opposition and I disagree, but there will be issues that do unite this House on national security and Ukraine, and I do look forward to working closely with her on that, and I will provide her with the information that she needs to discharge her duties. That's the right thing for the country, and it's far more important than party politics. And the Foreign Secretary and I did meet President-elect Trump just a few weeks ago for dinner for about a couple of hours, and we discussed a number of issues of global significance. It was a very constructive exercise.
Mr. Speaker, the Prime Minister did not distance himself from the remarks made by the Foreign Secretary, and I'm very sure that President Trump will soon be calling to thank him for sending all of those North London Labour activists to campaign for his opponent. Given that most of his cabinet signed a motion to ban President Trump from addressing Parliament, will the Prime Minister show that he and his government can be more than student politicians by asking the Speaker to extend? Can they show that they can be more than student politicians?
Order. Mr. Perkins, I don't need to anymore. Your voice curries, it's like mine, too loud.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Will the Prime Minister show that he and his government can be more than student politicians by asking you, Mr. Speaker, to extend an invitation to President Trump to address Parliament on his next visit?
Mr. Speaker, the Leader of the Opposition is giving a masterclass on student politics. Seriously, Mr. Speaker, we live in probably a more volatile world than we've lived in for many decades. It is absolutely crucial that we have a strong relationship, that strong special relationship forged in difficult circumstances between the US and the UK. We will continue to work, as we have done in the 4 months in government, on issues of security, our economy and global conflict.
Mr. Speaker, he does not answer the questions, just read the lines the officials have prepared for him. It doesn't sound like he wants to invite President-elect Trump to Parliament. He needs to look after the special relationship. The US is our single biggest trade partner. Given the risk of increased tariffs on UK exports, which threaten our manufacturing sector, will the Prime Minister commit now to continue the negotiations on our free trade agreement with the US, which the Biden administration cancelled when they came into office?
Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, of course we will discuss issues of our economy with the President-elect, as we already have done. Economy, security and global conflict are issues of real significance that ought to unite this House. But when it comes to the economy, what we've done with our budget is to fix the foundations after 14 years ago. Return to economic stability of the £23 million black hole. We've protected the pay slips of working people. We've done the single biggest investment in our country for a generation in the NHS, in schools and homes. We've given a pay rise to the 3 million lowest paid. If she's opposed to that investment or the pay rise for working people, she's a straight talker as I understand it, perhaps she should say so.
Mr. Speaker, discuss, chat. He has no plans whatsoever. No plans whatsoever for building on the special relationship. He needs to realise that we in this country rely on our single biggest trade partner. President Trump is also right to argue that Europe needs to increase its defence spending. The last Conservative government committed to raising defence spending to 2.5% by 2030. Will the Prime Minister finally match this commitment?
Mr. Speaker, there is no more important duty than keeping the people of this country safe. And it was the Labour government that signed the NATO treaty in the first place, and we are strong supporters. We have a strategic defence review. We are committed to 2.5%. Well, I would remind the last time 2.5 was met was under the last Labour government. 14 years, and they never did it once. Last year, the NAO identified a £17 billion black hole in the MOD finances. The former Defence Secretary said the previous government hollowed out the armed forces, and the plan they put forward at the election was pure fantasy.
Mr. Speaker, he will not make that commitment. That is very clear. All that he is doing...
I'm going to hear the questions. If the people who don't want to hear it, they can leave now. Come on.
Mr. Speaker, he will not make that commitment, and yet the world is getting more dangerous. His Chancellor's budget did not even mention defence. The Chancellor's budget last week was a copy and paste of Bidenomics. It turns out that a high spending, high borrowing, high inflation approach is less popular than she may have thought. May I suggest he now urge her to change course, or is he determined to be a one-term leader?
Nice one. You may enjoy it. Did you enjoy it? You enjoyed it, Abby. Nice one. Very brilliant woman. You see the back and forth, that she was going with the Prime Minister. Yeah. You see the level of argument that they were making. You know, sir? Bringing their facts, figures. Arguing at facts. That is the kind of person Onyawu, this Kemi Badenoch. And that is why they saw value in her to make her the leader of the opposition party in the UK. Look for resource material now. See material, 1,000 yards. Or you know go make this kind of person the leader. They say she denigrated Nigeria so that they can make her the leader of the opposition in UK. I detect that some people even talk say she used Nigeria as an scapegoat to win the position. Say because she insulted Nigeria, denigrated Nigeria, poured spit on Nigeria. So now why they give her that post? The one thing you watch now, you know, reach to give her the post or to appoint her or to elect her, whatever it is, as the leader of the opposition in the country. You know, rich, very intelligent and resourceful woman. People are here killing themselves, making her. They say, what's the woman name? Abike Dabiri. See her for your screen. Say now the getting one of the diaspora community, the chairperson of the diaspora community, the Nigerian diaspora community. Say that she be chairperson. Make her help me hear what she talk about how they have been inviting Kemi. Hey Kemi, come and invite us Nigeria. Say she no agree. Make her watch this video.
You see, it depends if she identifies, you see, as the Nigerianness in her. You know, we've reached out to her once or twice without any response. So we don't force people to accept to being Nigerian. So if you appreciate the Nigerianness in you and you want to work with us, we're open to everybody, but we cannot force you to appreciate the Nigerianness in you. You remember the Miss Universe Nigeria in South Africa? She until she got into a little problem with South Africa, and she identified with Nigeria, came to Nigeria, we hosted her, received her warmly. Right. Listen, as long as that blood in you, you're Nigerian. So it's left to Kemi to decide whether she appreciates the Nigerianness in her, whether she wants to work with Nigeria, but we'll be glad to, but we cannot force anybody. There are some who will tell you that, I don't like that, your country. We can't force them, but we work with thousands and millions of Nigerians who are proud to be Nigerian despite the challenges. I will believe that no matter what, we are simply the best in the world. And despite our challenges, we'll get to where we truly belong, the top of the mountain.
You see, Abike Dabiri, if you are, of course, you must be a proud Nigerian. Or will you say you be a guy? You follow the pack of money now. So you will be a proud Nigerian. Because it is not a crime if person say you no one do. Mona leave her. Her husband and a white man, say two of them. A white man. Their kids, mysteries. If she say, I don't wash off my hand from any way concern, make una leave her more. Happen here. Me when they even talk, I am not a proud Nigerian. Yes, that's correct. With which would they go through inside this country? I say we'll be third-hand citizens. And nobody can ever be a proud Nigerian in this situation. Leave the woman. That's what she want to do her own. All of now when they talk, it's not patriotic. You wish useless patriotic. Come, she don't embrace her new country. Nobody's leave her. Madam, chop your money. They alright. Where things work. You wake up in the morning, turn your tap, water come out. Yeah, you go market, you go fit buy something chop. Economy they do. No. Road the entire. Everywhere sweet. Madam, remain there. Now there be your country. All of them that are talking rubbish. Onyoku kusia waka. Negidia. Kemi Badenoch. Namnalea. Odogo keo. This is how we keep losing our best brains to the world. I go see una later.
For over a decade, this has been the birthplace of innovation. Innoson Vehicles is a testament to resilience, employing international best practices to create more than just a car. Every vehicle here tells a story of durability, fuel economy and safety. Crafted with the African spirit, the Nigerian heart. These vehicles surrounding me embody the unique concept of regionalization, each one designed to cater to the tastes and preferences of our people. From the streets in Nigeria to the terrains of the Sahara, these vehicles are designed for our roads, for our people. This is more than a vehicle. It's a symbol of our progress, our resilience, our collective success story. Your feedback drives us to continuously innovate and improve. Innoson Vehicle, the pride of African roads.